What's up, guys? This is K-Lo, and normally I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, but we are cooking up some brand new topics to discuss today here on Community Kitchen. And who better to be my co-chef, my sous chef? That's what it's called? Aden, why don't you say what's up?
Should I get a chef hat now?
We can do a
I feel like we
ratatouille
should.
thing.
I feel like we need chef hats now.
We do.
We must.
I have an apron in
But
the
hi,
other
people.
room. I have an apron in the other room. I can do that. And
Don't
we got
forget to subscribe if you like this stuff.
Yeah, us talking about kitchen attire. But alas, we have some stuff cooking here, and it talks about Call of Duty because there's a little show that released on Netflix, and no, it's not Monday Night Raw on Netflix now. Not sponsored, but could be. Squid Games and Call of Duty had their collab, and people are talking. They are a little perturbed. And Aiden, what's happening here with Squidward Games, and why are people upset?
Well, one, I'm upset with you. You pulled out Squid Games. I thought you were talking about another like remake of Gilmore Girls.
Hey, everyone
No,
wants
I'm
their say.
sad.
Hey, if the gaming industry can't give me games I want, you can't get shows that you want.
Oh, I don't want Gilmore Girls. I just thought
There's
that
an
was just the first
audience.
show that came to mind.
Hey, I used to watch that back in the day, but immediately
I'm
view
sorry.
count is tanking as we
Yep.
speak. Unless
Yep.
there's some
Exactly.
Gilmore Girls fans in our community, then it's a safe space for you.
It is safe space. But yeah, Squid Games is apparently in Call of Duty, and you know what? I mean, it's about damn time. They've collabed with a ton of stuff. I mean, I'm surprised that it's not already infected Fortnite too, unless it has, as I don't know if that's in Fortnite.
Every single day, a Fortnite leak comes out, and it's like, oh, they're collabing with X, Y, and Z. And yeah,
Yeah,
it's hard to keep up with that stuff.
no, like I'm not the biggest Call of Duty person. You're the bigger Call of Duty person. I just know Squid Games exists. I know people are pissed about it because they're like, hey, why do we need to pay for this? And they're also like, why do we need to pay extra to get the special skins from this?
Hmm.
This is dumb. And
So,
also, there's a lot of irony considering the show's about greed.
there you go. Well, I'll lay out the groundwork. First up, I enjoy Call of Duty. Does that mean I'm good at it? I have my games where I black out and kill everything in sight. Other games, my KD suffers more than anything. But I did happen to play this game mode over the weekend, and to kind of clue you in, there's two separate kind of battle pass tiers, or whatever you want to call them. There's a free one, then there's the premium one. In the free one, you get two skins. It's the people in the jumpsuits, the green ones. I haven't watched the show, so I don't know what's going on here. And then, like, the ultra premium reward at the end of it is a cleaver that you get for free. And then in the top tier, there is this weird, like, guy in a black mask. I don't know the whole deal with Squid Games. But he's there. He's the premium skin. And then you can play the game, like the red light, green light, free of charge. That's totally, you can just hop in, play it as is. My only gripe with that game mode is it gets, like, really tired fast. Like, I can only play one game of it, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Because, like, you die, and then you're out for the whole game. Like, obviously, that's how the thing works in the show. But it's like, if you're one of the first people to die, you're sitting there for a pretty long time just watching other people have fun.
Now, how does this work? Does it work kind of like Fall Guys, where it's
Yeah.
like you play one game after the next until finally
Yeah.
someone's dead, or is it just that red light, green light game?
Oh
Because
no,
that's
it's
all I've
just
seen
red
is
light,
just
green
red light.
light. Yeah, it's
Oh, it's
just
just
red
red
light,
light,
green
green light.
light. Yeah.
Okay, so already not having played it myself, I can tell you I already hate it because just because really you're only going to give people red light, green light. You're not going to also give people like every other game just to
Yeah.
kind of like or make your own games that are kind of like a Fall Guys thing where you keep losing players until one's left. Like, come on, Activision, Treyarch, get on this.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, from what I've seen of the show, like through clips and their other like mediums, like Mr. Beast did something with this. There are, like you said, other types of do we call them challenges or game modes or whatever that exist within Squid Games. It's like, yeah, you could have done like whatever, like you jump from one platform to the other. One might be a trapdoor, the other one isn't. There's that one where you carve out like the little design. I don't know how that translates to Call of Duty, but the
Nah.
the thing that people know from Squid Games, if you haven't watched it, is red light, green light. So I guess it's like, okay, like for a little limited event, it kind of passes.
Hear me out here.
Oh,
They have guns, they do the shape thing,
oh,
but
with the bullets.
yeah, like the idea is just shoot out the shape. And how accurate, and if you accurately shoot out the shape, you continue on.
That
And you
could
have
be
to
a
like
thing.
get a specific accuracy in it.
That's gonna be really tough to do as far as like DPI or whatever scientific terms we want to use for your mouse inputs or controller for that case.
Yeah.
Which it's whatever. Like my thing with this event, while I'm not the biggest Squid Games like fan in the world, I gotta watch the show. Maybe I'll like it more. It's a fun little thing, and like we talk about Fortnite all the time doing these massive events. It's like, yeah, Call of Duty does these things too. Albeit Call of Duty has the more adult themed kind of stuff going on. Grant you, in a few episodes of Hot Topic, we talked about the anime girl animation and all that stuff, which I dove back in the game, and to kind of like build off that episode we did, there are a lot more weird skins in that game than I thought, and it kind of just doesn't look like Call of Duty to me, but that's a whole other thing. But this is for like microtransactions. That's what this is meant to do. Sell the Squid Games like uniforms, the battle pass, whatever. But it's weird when you get into a lobby and everyone's the same character. That's where things kind of get a little weird, a little out there.
Now, see, this is where like so I pulled it up real quick just because I wanted like a little reminder here. But this is where I'm drawing the confusion because I've seen people like specifically there's someone on YouTube called Russian. I don't know his videos. I just heard of him. But he specifically, a lot of people have been like, wow, I'm surprised you're saying this and everything. Same thing with another YouTuber named Westy, whatever, who apparently usually praises Call of Duty, but both of them have been calling this update specifically like absolute trash and saying that's absolutely abysmal. Specifically, Russian called it on Twitter, said that's greedy trash, and said it's greed because the operator bundles are specifically you have one for the guards. You also have a tracer pack for the VIPs. Then you also have the event pass, and then you also have another tracer pack for Young He, which is the doll or whatever in the red light green light mode. And
Yeah.
so like, so how? So you say that that you can play the game mode for free
Yeah, you can
or
play
whatever if
red
you
light,
have
green
the
light.
season. Like, is it if you have the season pass or
No.
do you? If you didn't buy the season pass at all from the beginning, you'd be able to play it still.
Yeah, like I haven't put a dime into Call of Duty, and you can play this game mode, do the free battle pass, and call me crazy. Normally, I'm like anti these intrusive microtransactions, but I don't see anything wrong with charging people a premium for like the guard skin or the Young He skin. Like that's what I assume to be in like the Fortnite item shop. Like there are 20,000 different items that you can get in Fortnite, whether it's a pickaxe, a skin, a backpack, or a glider. And it's like, yeah, like you're gonna sell this. This is a premium, like a actual IP. This isn't like a homegrown Call of Duty like Activision in their room like drawing up something. This is owned by Netflix. This is like a big thing. They're gonna have to get money from this somehow.
See, this is where I think that it's ultimately like they're in the wrong for it. Is that from what I have heard, apparently they're charging like people upwards of like $30 to get a skin pack
Yeah, that is just
for it.
wrong.
That to me feels like just highway robbery right there. Like that is absolute greed. And like if it were like, oh, pay $5 to get the skin pack, there you go. That's one thing. But if it's like $30 to get a skin pack, then that's absolutely terrible. I mean, especially since you're paying $70 for the game if you bought it outright. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, you've already spent money on the game, then you buy you buy that season. What the season passes, I think, are $30. So you're already $100 on that. If you buy these skins, you're at $130. Like that's how much money does Activision need?
When you put it like that, where you're like already investing in like the battle pass, the game itself, I get that. Fortnite does this thing where like in the most recent season you get the battle pass, but then like I think a month or so later you get the Godzilla event battle pass where that's like it comes with it. That's what I think they should have done here, because albeit the premium battle pass and the free one, in between like the major skins you're obviously looking for, there's nonsense like emblems or like stuff you're never gonna use, which that's what they fill it with, obviously. But yeah, like $30 for a skin pack where it is it 3 or 4 operators with like the different symbols on their face. $30 for that, that's steep. But again, like I said
Yeah,
earlier, this is the Netflix like premium IP thing. If this was like a normal like Call of Duty, they have like the bong lizard or whatever, you're gonna pay 15 for that. Like that's cheap because
yeah.
it has no attachment to it. But this is a
But
big
even
deal.
the 15 is like kind of steep in a
Oh yeah.
50, like in a $70 game. I mean,
Yeah, no, I think any skin should be like $5. And
do you remember back in the day when it was, hey, you buy this $60 game and then you pay 20 to get the map packs for the entire year? Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah, like Halo
There wasn't
3.
a there wasn't like a, hey, pay $30 every season to get a pack of whatever skins.
Yeah, like
You know, like
you used to
that's a bit
have to earn
ridiculous.
you used to have to earn skins and like armor. Like Halo 3 is the best example. You have to do all the
Yeah.
vid masters to get recon, and that's like the most sought after armor in Halo 3. Then you get Hayabusa by doing the thing on legendary, the katana. That's when gaming meant something. Like we sound like boomers here, but like
Yeah, we do.
that's when gaming used to mean something. And it's
Remember
the
back in the
truth.
day, developers and like didn't charge you for everything in a game.
Well, yeah, it all stems back to what we obviously talk about almost on a damn near weekly basis: live service games. It evolved, it
Yeah,
changed up what it is, and you need that constant cash flow to not only maintain the game but also expand if like we want to do. I think they said Modern Warfare 4 is the next Call of Duty or whatever. Like you're going to need to make constant money because things are expensive nowadays.
yeah. And you know what? What do you think of the other side of the story where they're so for the entire month of December, like January's numbers aren't out yet, but on Steam DB, like where they keep track of all the player numbers and everything. So in October, well, let's go back further. So before October, in September, before Black Ops 6 released, they had 157,000 player peaks for Call of Duty in general.
Okay.
Now, you move into October when Black Ops 6 releases, that number increases by 148,000, goes up to 306,000 players on Steam. Then you get a small increase after that in November. And then December, the numbers just tank after that first season starts. The numbers tank, and now they're at like around the same peaks that they were before Black Ops 6 released.
Well, that's the
So,
holidays, I think. And also by December, at least the lobbies I've been in, people are sweating through this game where they're like whatever the top tier prestige is, and then you have to do mastery where your number turns
yeah.
like orange. It's like those people have had their run in the game and did whatever they needed to do. Now they're gonna kind of like chill out and play it less. Also, they probably,
Yeah.
I would like to think they spend time with their families during the holidays. But, still, like, obviously you're going to see an increase whenever they do Season 2 or Warzone stuff comes out. It's just
Yeah,
kind
but
of
there
like the natural
specifically was a
cycle.
decrease from season 1 though,
Mm. That's,
too. So,
is there a new
like,
big game that came out? No. Nothing. Oh.
yeah.
No. Indiana
That's why I'm
Jones
saying,
ain't
like,
doing
what do you
that.
think of this? Like, because because the reason I bring it up is because a lot of YouTubers now they're just talking about like, oh, you have these terrible numbers. They are dropping. Call of Duty is going to be failing probably. Like, I doubt it's going to fail,
Yeah.
but it's Call of Duty. I mean, everyone every year always says, "Oh, I'm not going to get it," and then
Yeah.
so
I'm
I
not
mean,
worried.
really, it's not going to fail.
Yeah,
But
I'm not worried. Like
like,
this is just a
but do you
routine thing.
think that Activision continuing to do this stuff will keep causing the player base to drop, though?
That's the thing that's weird. Like, if this was any other game like Halo and they like charge these outrageous numbers for skins or whatever, I'd say yeah. But like you said, Call of Duty is Call of Duty, and like whether I like it or you like it or not, it's gonna happen. Like, it's inevitable. It's Thanos. It's like either it's gonna release another one next year where everyone's like, oh, like the next Call of Duty, it's great. Here's the battle pass. I'm gonna buy it, and then we're gonna be in the same cycle, probably doing another video on it where it's like, oh, they're charging this much and we're doing this. It's just this vicious cycle with Call of Duty that we all just, at least I've grown used to. That's why I don't invest in these battle passes where it's like, there's nothing I like. You're not having my money.
No, yeah, I get you. Yeah, it's just like the big surprise is that, like I said, the really popular YouTubers who make a living off of doing Call of Duty content, like Westy and like Russian, how they mostly do Call of Duty content, they are now refusing to like play the new update. Same thing with another YouTuber, Mr. Raffle Waffles, who does specifically like zombies content a lot. Like he specifically said that he won't take part in the like Squid Game collaboration because he just feels like it's in poor taste.
Yeah, no, I think with that, like Squid Games, like in a bubble, they're gonna do like the dirty, grimy corporate stuff where they're like, we need to make money because this is Netflix, this is Squid Games, this is a big IP. This was like any like season 2 or do they do 1.5s where they're like, oh, here's like the refresh, the reload,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what this is.
Oh, this is the reload
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is season 1 and then this is season 1 reloaded.
Oh, okay. Well, I was
Yeah.
gonna say there, it's like, oh, like they're gonna come back because it's like brand new content, but clearly there's something wrong there. Me personally, I don't think there's anything to worry about here with Call of Duty. It's obviously grimy. I'm not supporting them. I'm just saying, if you thought they were gonna go into this collab and not like charge you an arm and a leg for whatever skin, you need to check your optics there because they will do it, and they have shown multiple times, whether it's a bad release, whether it's weird prices for whatever cosmetic, they're gonna do it and life will move on.
Yeah. I mean, they are going to unless there's a significant change.
Oh yeah, no,
I
unless
mean,
they
unless people
revolt.
like absolutely revolt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, unless like everyone starts rising up and going, okay, let's just turn off our consoles,
and i
which I highly doubt.
and I also feel like this Call of Duty success also needs to happen because Xbox now owns them. And it's like, oh, we bought you to be this cash cow. So it's like, hey, this Squid Games collab better hit because we need the money. Obviously, they don't need it, but they're saying they need it. And it's like, okay, we got to meet the numbers, got to do this, got to do that. So I don't know. I'm not really invested too much in like microtransactions within that game, but I also see like, yeah, they're gonna do these things and piss people off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, my concern is just really like, where do they draw the line? Like, what's stopping them from the next one being like, oh, it's an IP that people know. Let's charge another $30, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel like that'll happen. Also, if they're doing a collab with Netflix and Squid Games, they did a collab with the WWE that was just released on Raw last night. So it's like, oh, like they might do another WWE collab, which might get me. And it's like, oh, $30 for a Cody Rhodes skin or Roman Reigns or whatever. It's like, ah, okay. Like, yeah, they're going to do that for sure.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, they will do it.
I'm not gonna waver though. I'm gonna stay true to my word and not buy these skins. Although you might see me playing Call of Duty, and I'm in a premium operator skin, but You didn't see me do that. That's all I'm saying. It's a legend. You never really seen it. But any closing
Resist
thoughts?
the urge.
Yeah, honestly, that's me with the Fortnite shop. But yeah.
I mean, my closing thoughts are only just Activision, stop doing what you're doing. Treat your employees better and treat the player base better.
Let's start off on a positive note and change for the better, Activision, because people will not be doing this. They'll play red light with you and not play your games anymore. See? Look at that. That's great. You might be eliminated from the gaming world. I burned Activision. That's what we should end on here. But
we should end on that. Goes out.
Yeah, immediately cuts. But that about does it here for this episode of Community Kitchen. We hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to talk more about this subject matter or games in general, join our Discord because links to that is all in the video description down below. But as of right now, I've been K-LO, joined by Aden, and we'll see you guys next time. If you enjoyed today's video and want more content just like this, consider subscribing to Game Sandwich for all your news, rumors, and reviews. And we'll see you guys next time.